Hello everyone, I wanted to talk about the current state of Star Wars video games. So when LucasArts was discontinued by Disney and Lucasfilm, I was really pissed. And it's like, there's obviously going to be more Star Wars games, but guess who they give it to? They give it to fucking EA, of all people. One of the most greediest freaking gaming companies ever. It makes sense considering Disney is so fucking greedy, so they gave it to another big greedy corporation. And EA has just become really, really bad in recent years. Oh my god. And why I refuse to buy any games from them. I mean, if I was at my local Game World or whatever, and I just wanted to try out any of the EA Battlefront games, and they're dirt cheap, which they are freaking dirt cheap. They had Battlefront, EA's Battlefront or Booty Front or Battle Shit on sale for $5. I mean, it'd probably be $6 or $7 with tax, but it was for sale for $5 freaking dollars. So anyway, yeah, they gave EA the rights, and they've just been screwing up the Battlefront series, and we haven't really gotten a decent Star Wars video game. We've been mostly just getting mobile games. I mean, I don't play mobile games. I don't really like mobile games. If I want to play games on the go, I buy dedicated handheld. I have my DS, pretty much the original Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, 3DS, PSP, PS Vita. I play on that because I still need some physical buttons. I mean, yes, the DS and 3DS have a touch screen, but it's much more tactile and just more responsive for games than a resistive touch screen. So yeah, all we're getting mostly is just subpar mobile games nobody will remember in a decade. A decade from now, people will still remember Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and none of those mobile games people will forget. Hell, even EA's battle crap nobody will remember. So we're just getting mediocre garbage. And I do have hope for the next Star Wars game, which is being done by Respawn. It's called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We're playing as a Padawan who survived Order 66. That game could have promise. The concept sounds amazing, but knowing EA, they'll find a way to screw it up some way. But hopefully they will have learned from their mistakes. At the very best, that game will probably be okay, but I could be surprised. I totally imagined that when Disney bought Star Wars, that they would bring back the golden age of Star Wars video games. Because after in my opinion, the 90s and up to the late 2000s with The Force Unleashed, that was the golden age of Star Wars gaming. Because we had, there was a few duds in that era, but there was more good than bad. Sure, there was, for every Masters Terras Kazi, there was a awesome Jedi Knight game, or Knights of the Old Republic, or Republic Commando, or Force Unleashed. There was more good than bad, but here we have just mostly garbage. Like with the first battle crap game from EA, there's like barely any content, there's no story mode. It's mostly just online multiplayer, and another problem I have with a lot of games is they limit your offline options. Like, years from now when the servers are discontinued, what is there gonna be? That's why I like the old Battlefronts, because you can play full experience offline with bots. But right here, they're forcing you to play online against other players. Like, I can still play the Star Wars Jedi Knight, Outcast, and Academy offline against bots. I mean, sure, there's a small community of people still playing that game, but there's not a lot of people playing that game, so I can play that offline. So, it's just... it's frustrating. I'll give EA one more chance. I'll wait to see if their next game is good. And, you know, if they fail my expectations, then Star Wars gaming is dead. It's dead. Drove into the ground by another greedy frickin' company who doesn't care about making a good product. And where do I get started about, you know, the new Battlefront game? Like, I hear no one talk about that game. Nobody. Those freaking loot crates are just... that they had were just horrible. I shouldn't have to pay to be good. See, this is why I play old school shooters like Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament, because those games, or especially Quake 3 Arena, everything is balanced. Your success in combat in that game depends on how good you are, and the weapons are really balanced. With fucking Booty Front 2, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing saying that. The players who are paying to win get unfair advantages. So, people like me, who doesn't have a lot of money, who doesn't want to freaking pay to win, I have to work hard to get good stuff. In Quake 3 Arena, I don't have to do any of that crap. In Quake 3 Arena was a complete game. It had a bunch of maps. In fact, Team Arena was an optional add-on you didn't have to have when that came out in 2000. So yeah, the current state of Star Wars gaming is just utter shit right now. And you know, there's not a lot of modern games I'm that excited for. I mean, like, I have a huge problem with modern gaming in general. Like, besides, you know, the Nintendo titles, and maybe a few really big major third-party games like Doom Eternal, like, I'm not really that interested in a lot of these modern games, and why I think you should support indie games much better. Or much more, I mean. So, next time I'm going to talk about another gaming topic. I'm going to talk about the KOTOR remake by Hyperion, or whatever they're called. So, What's your opinion on the current state of Star Wars gaming? Let me know and have a good day, people.